Hey guys, Bill and Jan here. Just wanted to say hi. I know this is going out to our organization here tonight, and we just felt that we wanted to say a quick hi, give you a quick update, and let you know what's going on, a bit of the calendar stuff. And here's Jan.
Hey guys, great to see everybody. Not, but we are here, and I just wanted to reach out and say that Bill and I are doing okay. Obviously, we all have our challenges, and working through and making things happen. And I know even today they say today is the year anniversary of the pandemic, if you can believe it. Not sure if I want to celebrate that anniversary.
No.
But it is what it is, and I think for Bill and I think if anything, I think now is the time that him and I have really sort of honed in and sort of adopted some of our entrepreneur habits and let go of some of any employee habits that we might have had. And I think now is the time for all of us. And I guess I just encourage everybody too to, if you need to reach out or, give us a call, we're here for you. I know we always say that, we're the team here for you, and we are. A phone call, a text, a Voxer, whatever it is, we are there to help you and hopefully steer you through some of the situations that you're going through and hopefully help you build this asset, because I'm telling you, things are still growing.
Yeah.
And, more than ever, people are looking, and more than ever, people want some kind of solid foundation, a solid business, a solid asset that pays you. And, it's been wonderful for Bill and I just encourage everybody that, time is now. Who knows when this is going to be over? So, like I said, let's hone up our entrepreneur habits and get out there and make it work. Figure out how to make it work, and understand that it's okay. I know creating those habits is so important, and I know the little story I always like talking about is anytime we have situations in our life, you always think of the boiling water. I don't know if anybody's heard of the boiling water story, but are you going to be a carrot that weakens? Are you going to be an egg that hardens, or are you going to be a coffee that transforms? And I always think I want to be the coffee that transforms. I want to, do my best to keep getting through the situations that you're going through, whether in life or in your business, and keep learning, keep growing, and know that this shall end soon. And we're a team of fighters. We're a team of champions. And I know there's nobody better than Bill to, walk you guys through the things that you need to walk through. So anyways, here's Bill to go through a few notes for you, but just wanted to say hello, and we're here for you, and let's make things happen.
Awesome. Hey guys, just before I get into my notes, I just wanted to, just go over a few things. Number one, what are our plans for our spring leaderships or spring conferences, spring forward? And I know everybody, myself and Jan included, we thoroughly enjoyed the Jaeger Winter Conference, the big picture being tied in, the way they've done it, partly live, partly virtual. The content was fantastic. The speakers were great. And so we want to keep that until we're able to meet live. I just think it's foolish not to have access to that bigger picture. And so we are going to tie into their, obviously, Go Diamond weekend for all the silvers and above this week, in 2 weeks. And then we're going to tie into their spring leadership. And it doesn't look like we'll be heading into live events for summer conference. So we'll definitely be tying into their summer conference as well. We just wanted to make aware, so there's not guessing, and you're getting the information. You can get early bird pricing as well. So it's not the last minute and you're grabbing a ticket that wouldn't have cost you as much 2 or 3 or 4 weeks earlier. So with that, we love and respect you, and just wanted to give you that quick calendar update, and I'm going to dive into my notes. Yeah, I just actually we're a bit dressed up, and I wanted to explain we actually just did a video for Go Diamond Weekend, and Jan and I talked before we did it that we wanted to do one to our personal group, and just to say hi. And so that's why we're a little more dressed up than maybe normal. And what I wanted to just talk about quickly was in preparation for that, I actually listened to Earl Nightingale's Strangest Secret. And it was so amazing that that recording is now over 60 years old. And in that recording, there's 11 things that really stood out and stood out to me. And I just wanted to take a minute and share some of the perspectives and thought process about how, as some things change, some things never change. And one of the things that Earl talks about, one of the first things in the audio is that we live in a golden age with abundant opportunities. And so there will be more opportunities. It says in this audio, there'll be more opportunities this year and then the next year than there's been in a while. In a down economy is a breeding ground for new opportunities, new business, and for people to make things happen. And I know, that's never true or said. I know Jan and I, in our partnership with James and Mel, we've had an incredible year. We've went after some properties. We made some things happen because we've read books for now 30 some odd years about, when everybody else is wondering what's going on, that's when it makes the moves happen, right? Somewhere around $3.5 million worth of real estate that we've adapted or have gotten here in the last year. Probably in the last 6 months, that's probably gone up 50 to 60%, maybe 70. Probably by next year, probably will grow, 100%. And that, to me, it's so we remember hearing about, create income, in a year or so that would take you 30 or 40 years. When you think about that, like 3 or 4 million, that takes like 40 years of somebody making $100,000 a year. And so, we are stoked and we are making the best of this. And even though our asset is not necessarily growing the way we want, we can't necessarily fill our pipeline to the extent that we want, we're still in the mode of growth. And so I want you to do the same. And as we come out of this and more people get vaccinated, I want you to be hungry. I want you to understand, okay, this is a time to grow so I can put myself and my family position where maybe the next downturn years down the road, you're in a financial position really to double and triple your net worth. Second point he makes is that success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. And, success isn't about money, but Jan and I know full well that we've had it both ways, where we've had none and we've had some, and we'll take the latter. We'll take when you have a bit of money and you can pay some bills and not worried about, which ones are going to get paid and which ones aren't going to be paid. And just find your passion. The third thing he says is 95% of people forfeit their success for conformity. And I think at the age of now social media, where everything's, Pollyanna, everything's great. Everybody posts their best picture. They make sure their selfies are just perfect. Everything's perfect. And, that can really attract people and eat up a lot of time. And sometimes you need to detox from that online presence and just kind of say, okay, that's not real. That's not a real world. And all you need really is a plan and some courage, and you can move forward. So don't conform. Don't let people, don't compare. Dr. George always taught me comparison never works, because all you're doing is comparing someone else's strengths to your weaknesses. And that's just not fair. Number 4 thing he said is, instead of competing, all we have to do is create. And how many know there's more resources, more of you have watched, podcasts or YouTube videos or whatever. There's more content of personal growth, personal development, and making moves than there's ever been. And so all we need to do is create the right habits. The books that we Atomic Habits and, the Compound Effect, all the books that we've been given, Grit, all the books that we've been given that's driven us in a direction of getting our habits right, to having stick-to-itiveness and making the great thing happen. And so to create that hunger and that mindset, and then create the skill set. This is a time as we come out of this to make sure, okay, I'm going to learn how to be a good listener. I'm going to learn how to ask good questions. I'm going to learn, how to, deepen conversations. I'm going to learn how to not think about myself and think about others as I converse. And so, number 5, we talked about in the audio, which is, it's unbelievable. People who set goals succeed because they know where they're going. And Nightingale uses an analogy in the audio about, ships. Imagine getting on a ship, and then just saying, okay, I'm going to leave the harbor. I'm just going to, wherever the wind takes me, great. I mean, how many know he's probably going to go in circles and you're going to go nowhere. The ships that make it are driven and captained by people that actually have charted the course of where they want to go, and that charting of the course allows them to get to their destination. So dream, goal, plan, effort. Don't just say, oh, by chance we're going to get there. You gotta make some things happen. You gotta get some goals written, and maybe right now it's not necessarily growth goals for your asset. Maybe there's just personal goals that you need to set to keep yourself on point, and things that you can control. Working hard. He talks about the analogy, in the audio, you can't just work hard. Working hard isn't enough. You have to learn to work smart. You have to learn to set goals. You have to learn to have mentorship, right? You have to learn to, understand that you need to have mile markers and checkpoints and make sure, okay, am I actually moving the needle here, or am I just spinning my wheels? Number 7, he talks about we become what we think about. And I know sometimes that needs some clarification. As hard as you think about being a Porsche, that's not going to happen. But if you focus your mind's eye, your thought process on the goals that you're going to write down, the goals that you're going to set, if you continually think about that, what will happen is that your mind will develop ways in which that to happen. Your mind will actually solve problems that are standing in your way, that are allowing you not to, fill your pipeline, that are allowing you not to have great conversations, that are allowing you not to deepen conversations. Your mind's eye will solve those barriers and help you move forward. Number 8, he talks about in the audio, you have to believe and succeed. How many times have I said you have to believe the great thing can happen? Believe and visualize your success. Nightingale wasn't the first person to say this, and he won't be the last. Your mindset dictates your happiness. As Jan mentioned when she was here, I mean, we're all got stuff going on, right? Family dynamics, parents, kids, right? We all got this stuff going on, but it's how we handle it. It's how our mindset and what dictates that mindset, and knowing that, okay, we have the way and to pray, to understand, okay, that things can be better. And that mindset is so important, and nourish that. Right? Nourish that. Number 9, he talks about everything worthwhile in life came to us free. And that's something that probably has been heightened in this pandemic. The importance of friends, the importance of family, the importance of just having a mind where we can control our mind, understanding how, important it is to stay away from the news, to stay away from negative people, right? Because it controls our thought process and it controls who and what we are, and we can't take those things that are free for granted. If you have friends, if you have family, if you have your mind, you can create whatever you want to create. If it's a financial problem, as I talked about in the beginning, you can make money. You can build an asset. We went from nothing, rented little dump of a house, and in basically 2 years, 2.5 years, we were in a 6-figure income, totally revolutionized our life. And why? Because we got hungry, we got humble, and we went to work. And we judged that work every day, how we put our head in our pillow, that we were satisfied. We did our best that day, and then we just kept focused. We reviewed our progress every 30 days and made some things happen. Number 10, we must be willing to pay the price. Earl talks about in this audio, we got to be willing to pay the price. Success never comes for free. Everything from our relationships, health, and good financial situation always comes at a cost. And, we've talked about this at length before about, I've been way out of shape, I've been in shape, and it's way more fun in shape. You feel better, you look better, you feel better about yourself. Your relationships, we've had relationships where they've been rocky, and we've worked our tail off to mend those relationships so that they are bearing fruit. And, having a good financial situation comes from good mentorship. We thank every day, thank God, thank you, Jesus, that we got access to Dexter Yeager, and then to his son, Jeff, and his wife, Rhonda, to guide us through, life, and to give us perspective, and to allow us to grow and to develop who we are. And number 11, ideas are worthless unless they're acted upon. And so I want to leave this message tonight to you to say, okay, it's time to go. We're coming out of this Don't be sitting, 3, 4, 5 months later after, things have been opened up and, people are back to understanding and realizing, oh my goodness, I don't want to go through that again that way. I need to get some things in order, right? How am I going to afford? I mean, what's happened in the last, really 6 months in the real estate market, not only here in Barrie, Ontario, but really in Canada, around North America, really around the world. I mean, people want to have ownership. And not only do they want ownership in property, they want ownership of their income and how that's created. And we have the best of the both worlds. So I say, let's get out there, let's try, fail, adjust, let's get all in. Let's go all in. And I just want to thank, again, Earl Nightingale for 60 years ago, having the vision and the wisdom. And really, that audio set in motion most of, if not all of, the personal development, the Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, the Dr. Schwartz, the Magic of Thinking Big, all the great, great books, and then later to come audios that we have enjoyed and relished. So don't take for granted what we've been given, this opportunity to grow our mindset and to be part of this amazing system. So from Jan and I, over and out, we love you, we respect you, and hope this finds you well. And remember, we're in your corner and we want you to win.